Good afternoon. This is Joe Mosid for SuccessProgress.com. Thanks for stopping by. It's our goal to provide relevant, meaningful content to our user community, and today we're going to profile the 80-20 principle, the secret of achieving more with less, written by Richard Koch. The 80-20 principle comes from the Italian mathematician Vilfredo Pareto. In a nutshell, you focus on the top most productive 20% of things to achieve 80% of your results. This book really dives into the math, and since I'm a numbers geek, I was drawn to it. Since I don't want to lose all my viewers, I will save you the geek speak and focus on the good stuff. If you like a more detailed accounting of the numbers, then you can purchase Richard's book. Why is this important to me? This is important because most people are in some way unsettled, be it with their finances, health, relationships, or other aspects of life. Also, everybody uses the canned bullshit response of being too busy. If you can master the concept of the 80-20 rule, then you'll have much more time and you'll explode your success in any areas you decide to focus on. 80-20 is counterintuitive. One thing profiled in the book is that companies that get rid of their least profitable customers actually start making more money and become more productive. Needless to say, this is easy to do in theory, but we're talking about giving up real money. Using Pareto's principle requires dedication and resolve along with thought. I've chatted with all you in previous book summaries about utilizing the power of OPM, OPT, and OPE. When you can leverage other people's time, money, and expertise, as well as focus on the most important 20% of your activities to achieve 80% of your results, then you can see why your success will explode. I tend to use money a lot as examples. I do this because money is measurable. I know happiness is much more important, but it is nebulous and hard to quantify because everybody has a different definition and concept of what happiness means to them. I'm not a money monger, but again, it is easy to count, thus I use it in these definitions to make a point. This book is packed with examples and uses of the 80-20 principle. Since I don't want you guys to fall asleep, I'll focus on 3 core concepts and you can refer to the book for more detail. 1. The 80-20 and Parkinson's Law. Using these 2 concepts together is the difference between a firecracker and a nuclear bomb. Parkinson's Law states that a task swelled in conceptual difficulty the longer the timeline is pushed out. Also, we need to focus on what is effective first and then work on making the effective stuff efficient. 80-20 analysis will help you focus on both. Example, in business, run a sales and profitability report by customer. Analyze the report and look for the top 80% of the profit generated. You will see that 20% of your core customers accounted for 80% of the profit. Now reverse engineer and profile your ideal customer. Reorient 80% of your effort in the 20% customer type and you see results go through the roof. You can do this with products, services, employees, partners, stakeholders, anything else you put your mind to. Number 2, invert. This has to be one of the most important thought processes out there. I stole this concept from Charlie Munger, who is Warren Buffett's partner. Here it is in a nutshell. 1. 80% of achievement is attained in 20% of the time taken. Conversely, or invert, 80% of the time leads to only 20% of the output value. 2. 80% of happiness is experienced in 20% of life, and 80% of time contributes only 20% of the happiness. Inversion is a powerful tool. Most people study success, but it is equally important to study failure. Both will open your eyes and be much more effective than just studying one. An example of this comes from my own sales experience. I wanted to be successful selling since I sucked at it when I started. So I started asking questions. Ask any highly successful salesperson what they do that makes them successful, and they'll typically look at you like you fell off a truck. It is very difficult for them to articulate it. Now ask them, why do you think the other people are not successful? You'll get a laundry list of things the unsuccessful people do. This is valuable. Number 3, 2 ways to be happier. See, I told you I'm not just about the money. Do these things diligently and you'll thank me later. Number 1, identify the times when you are happiness and expand them as much as possible. 2, identify the times when you're least happiest and reduce them as much as possible. Simple stuff. Remember one thing, things that are easy to do are also easy not to do. This is why the 80-20 rule exists in the first place. Most people fall in the category easy not to do. Don't fall in this trap. Give some thought to what you want and then invest, not spend, your time doing it. I hope you found this short video summary useful. The key to any new idea is to work it into your daily routine until it becomes habit. Habits form in as little as 21 days. One thing you can take away from this book is invert. If you study both the positive and negative of things, then it'll help you regardless of the project. Spend 15 minutes per day to craft happiness. Really analyze what makes you happy and what doesn't. Once you identify it, then commit to spending less time on the unhappy parts. If you enjoyed this video, then please don't hesitate to pass it along. And if you want more detail, click on the link below and purchase Richard's book, The 80-20 Principle. Thanks for watching and have a great day.